Birmingham city centre has changed dramatically over the past 15 years. Major redevelopment opportunities have continued to spread from the city centre towards the greater Icknield, focusing upon the popular Sherborne Loop canal system. Icknield Port Loop is one of the largest redevelopment sites in Birmingham and presents a huge opportunity to create a high-quality destination of regional significance. The urban living vision for Birmingham seeks to capture a wider range of people and lifestyle needs. This master plan sets out clear proposals for Greater Icknield to enable the delivery of transformational change in this significant area of northwest Birmingham. Highest density model is required to be developed into a place with character and individuality, which will be delivered in this proposed master plan of the new Icknield Port Loop specifically. The proposed density for this project is 700 to 800 people per hectare. The urban design issues for this project is to deliver high levels of environmental quality in the context of increasing intensification of land use. And this specific master plan aims to deliver a high-quality townscape within this context for the sites of Icknield Port Loop. 5 underlying schemes are being implemented for the creation of a well-delivered townscape design. They are urban drama and complexity, legibility of form and function, overlying multiple uses, serial vision, as well as streetscapes and sensory richness. The master plan has been structured according to the sun orientation of the southeast to southwest to maximize the amount of sunlight projection towards building frontages, streets, and courtyards. It is crucial to have detailed understanding of how these strategies could give successful townscape impact and sit within an urban area. The first townscape strategy is urban drama and complexity. Creating a sense of drama within the urban environment should not be shaped only by the flow of users and traffic, but should be integrated through a theory which Cullen describes as projection and recession, by disintegrating the streets into more than just a repetitive grid system or regular routes pattern. Some principles are by angling or curving the street, contrast in building design or form, and fluctuation of streets and spaces, which has a combination of an easily understandable grid system with irregular street pattern and building blocks. This urban drama also refers to the complexity of the street planning as a whole. Short and curved or irregular street pattern are distinctive and can contribute to variety of a sense of place. However, layouts that use excessive or gratuitous curves should be avoided as they are less efficient and reduce legibility. Building blocks and plots were created based on the street network's planning. In addition, interesting entrance to the Icknield Port Loop is generated by the landmark building, creating impact upon entering the new redevelopment to add to the urban drama. A juxtaposition of building scales and heights also contributed to urban drama and complexity. Building heights are about 4 to 5 stories at the front to maintain sightlines and to ensure appropriate ratio of street widths to building heights to allow sunlight into streets and buildings, reducing shadow casting while managing wind conditions. A certain building towers are up to 18 stories to accommodate high level of density dwellings. In this master plan, taller building heights are located to the north of the site for maximization of solar harnessing and to reduce shadow on open spaces. Urban drama and complexity in both street flow and built environment can be achieved at all range of densities. However, it is noticed that a limit of intensification of land use probably exists. Highly dense scenario might give a slight negative impact to other urban quality such as orientation of building for energy efficiency and active building edges, as this density scenario might need to be developed vertically, which will create an undesirable phenomenon of the urban wall. It is the theory of combination between form and function developed by Gordon Cullen that led to the initial themes of the Townscape research. Cullen suggested that the function of a place should be visible at first sight from the layout plan. In order to achieve this, place planning is created with coherent pattern. Street and block structure can be enhanced with punctuations of public open spaces. This may take the form of parks, green edges, or formal and informal squares. There are 4 different types of streets and roads in the development of Icknield Port Loop. Icknield Port Road functions as the principal road for the northwest Birmingham, which includes a junction into the primary route into the new development called the Icknield High Street that functions as a high street. This high street accommodates motorists, cyclists, and pedestrians into the new development and directs them out towards the north and south of the area. The other streets are either semi-private, for pedestrians and cyclists, also for an exclusive amount of vehicles, which leads to indoor building car parks, and the other street is strictly for the use of pedestrians and cyclists. The site is permeable for a diversity of users, especially pedestrians, as to promote a sustainable environment and to promote healthy lifestyle. Legibility appeared when functional qualities of towns can be easily understood. New pedestrian and cycle bridge over the canal linking to the new train station and other housing areas is being proposed to improve permeability for pedestrian and cyclists, making a positive use of the canal while allowing connectivity for walking and cycling between the city centre and wider greater Icknield area. For this legibility of form and function strategy, it is noted that a high street cannot be supported without a significant level of density. This townscape strategy of mixing uses by overlaying them was taken from several theoretical studies. Shaping Neighbourhoods by Hugh Barton explains that density, mix of land use, and clustering will increase accessibility and generate activities which would enhance the liveliness of a place. Relationship between the streets and buildings in this new development are being developed by overlaying and mixing their uses. This means more activities such as commercial and retail are on the ground level, while private uses such as offices and dwellings are positioned on upper levels. By mixing land uses through density, residents have increased access to services and walkability, enhancing the urban efficiency. It also has the potential to increase the social and cultural mix of communities, which positively influences viability and character. Additionally, mixing uses enable shared uses. Mixing the uses of a neighborhood or a block horizontally and vertically will add legibility and interest to the townscape. Mixed land uses and functions could also be achieved with highly dense scenario for legibility to be delivered, which will not only focusing at the center of the town. This strategy is also to embrace diversity and social inclusion, providing passive surveillance in an urban environment. Gordon Cullen introduces the concept of serial visions and stated that variations to physical elements can change perceptions and feelings. Cullen also suggested that although the user may walk through a town at a uniform pace, the place should incorporate a series of events and related spaces to create a sense of journey and discovery in the urban environment. This run-through shows the changes of experience that can be seen along the new Icknield High Street from the Icknield Port Road. Some of the serial vision elements that can be found in this proposed master plan of Icknield Port Loop are with a series of captivating drama enhancing the user experience upon entering the development, delivering an enriched townscape approach. Arguably, serial vision can be implemented at the lower residential densities. However, a range of street typologies and enclosed spaces can only be included in the design of neighborhoods of a certain density, creating a successful sense of serial vision. Therefore, densities should not be too low in order to achieve this strategy of good townscape, for it will visually decrease factual dimensions and overlying vistas. The final strategy to a well-delivered townscape design is streetscape and sensory richness. Lynch suggested that the journey through the city should project to all human senses. Recognition of nature and location of sources by taste and smell system will trigger memory of emotional response, which gives character to a townscape. By putting an emphasis on experiences that involve all the senses, this method could enhance opportunities for people with sensory impairments to enjoy the environment. Hard and soft landscapes are being incorporated into the design of this new development to enhance sensory richness, also to an additional for the energy efficiency scheme with the use of appropriate deciduous trees and plants. Cafe furniture and other street furniture also complemented the visual and sensory richness. Good street furniture should be more spontaneous and standardized, looking as if it has always belonged to the place. Different building forms, materials, and details create intricacy that attracts users and visitors. Different materials are being used to create the street, such as asphalt, tiled stones, and bricks, with coordinate of color, pattern, and texture as a standardized system to create a distinctive development. Building materials for the Icknield Loop development will be a combination of local materials and contemporary and modern approaches. Sensory experiences are important to urban development because it is a human response that will encourage people to recognize a place. This strategy, on the other hand, does not have any density limitations for it to be achieved.